am Elaine Linga and I'm from the Philippines. I grew up in the Philippines in a middle-class household, and I think I am an optimist. I've always been an optimist growing up, and now, of course, I'm more skeptical. So you can say that I'm a skeptic optimist. I've been in the US since 2013, so you can say that 8 years. I got here in the US using the fiancé visa because my husband now, my fiancé before, petitioned me. When I came here for the first time in the US, life was hard. It was because I had to find a job, and not a lot of people know that when you come here, even if you have years of experience outside the US, they still want you to have domestic experience. So I've been rejected so many times, but luckily I had 3 jobs, 3 part-time jobs, and yeah, that's how I survived. So this is my career path. In my 20s, all I wanted to do was travel the world. And I have a bachelor's in psychology, but I worked as a waitress so that I can get out of the Philippines. And then after that, I worked in China, in Macau. And after that, I went to work on a cruise ship where I was able to travel all over the world, like maybe in 30 countries, right? And that's my goal. At that time, I worked in sales, so it really helped me with my confidence. But I remember I was walking around trying to sell alcohol to people, and then I realized, what am I doing with my life? When I grow old, what did I do to help people? Like, I help them get drunk, that's it, right? So when I came here, I realized that I have all the opportunity to reinvent myself, and I chose public service. So I got the county job and I worked as an eligibility worker, where I am in contact with people at the worst days of their lives and people who are low income. I've seen a lot of things that I don't agree with, and I wanted to change some policies that I think that can be for the better. So I studied Masters in Public Administration, and I specialize in public sector management and leadership so that I can help create policy. After that, I worked as a deputy conservator administrator, and my job was managing the finances and the lives of people who can't make decisions by themselves. And now I worked in workforce, and what my department does is we give jobs to people, we train them, and we help them get jobs. I work now as a management assistant, but my work does entail analysis. So I'm basically a financial analyst, where I get all the reports, I research all the reports, I analyze them, and I look at it and make sure there's no errors, and then I report it to the state. So not a lot of people know that, but the thing is, I don't want to seem like, like I don't want to tell people if they don't ask me. I don't want actually people to follow me or follow what I'm saying because of an appeal to authority. Like, I have a master's degree. I am super smart. You should follow me. I want people to follow me, follow what I'm saying, or be inspired by me, by the substance, but by the substance of my personality, because they agree with the logic that I'm presenting to them, their critical thinking, and not because I'm whoever. Because like there are people who are like in authority, you know, they're billionaires and whatnot, but are people following them because of their status or because of their substance as a person? So for me, I wanted them to see my substance first, and then maybe they can do some research and they see that I am educated. I see myself as educated. I try to learn a lot. I read a lot of books. I do self-improvement, like continuous self-improvement, because like what I said, I know a lot of things, but I also know that I don't know a lot of things. And this YouTube channel also helps me to learn from them so that I can improve myself through learning from other people's stories. Finding a job was difficult because I was even rejected in Toys R Us as a seasonal worker, because I don't know really what they are looking at, but I just kept on applying. Like I've been in all the job sites, and I applied to like maybe 30 jobs a day. I got into my chosen career path, which is public service, by taking tests. So I always look at the websites, the job openings in the government, because I know that's what I wanted. So I just took tests, and when I was familiar with the exams, I purchased books and online trainings, practice tests, so that I can score high. And also I read a lot of self-help interview books and practice in the mirror. So yeah, that's how I got it. I just worked really hard in getting it. It took me a year and a half to become a county employee, a full-fledged county employee. I applied since May of 2013, and then I got a county job September of 2014. So like a year and a half. My background in video production dates back when I was 11 years old. I always wanted to create videos, but before there was no YouTube yet, just for fun. And I asked my dad to buy me a video camera, which is expensive back then, so he had to save up. And me and my sister will act out TV shows, and then we will also act out like music videos. So we never really showed it to anyone. My dad was just showing it to like his friends to laugh at us. But yeah, that is my background. There's no editing it, so it's just raw footage. I started a YouTube channel because I just want to share my life here in the US. So maybe people who are thinking of coming here would see, and maybe they can learn from me. But it was just for fun, like to document my life. If people watch it, people watch it. I did not think about it as a business or a career. I had my YouTube channel since 2016. When I first started YouTube, I was just doing vlogs, like a day in my life, like Pokemon vlogs, like funny vlogs, asking my husband to put on my makeup, just lifestyle vlogs. And I only upload like whenever I feel like it. I started doing invested lifestyle videos in 2020, early 2020s. I started doing investing videos because I've learned a lot from YouTubers here in the US, and I can say that I executed what I learned and I wanted to share it, especially to Filipinos, because there are a lot of finance YouTubers in the US, but I don't see a lot of finance YouTubers in the Philippines that caters to the millennials, because most of them are like baby boomers, you might say that, and usually they sell something. They sell a course or they sell investments, but for me, I feel like financial education should be free, should be like basic financial education should be free. Of course, higher level ones, it's okay because you share a high level skill, right? But just basic finance, when you look at it, you cater to people, you help people who, instead of paying you, they could have just invested that money. So that's why I started investing videos. First of all, I don't consider myself an expert. I have investing experience, but I'm not an expert. There's a lot of things that I know, but there's a lot of things I don't know. So when people ask me in my channel what to do with the investments that I'm not familiar with, I tell them I'm not familiar with that. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. And investing is really simple for me. And that's what I want everyone to know. In the Philippines, investing is really simple, to drown out the noise, because there are people who is just gonna try to sell them something and who is gonna complicate things for them so that they will pay them to help them out. So yeah, basically I want to democratize financial education in the Philippines. My subscribers before I started invested lifestyle was like 200 subscribers, and most of them I think are my friends and family that I forced to subscribe. I think the difference between just winging it before and when I changed to invested lifestyle was because I give people information. The information that I'm giving them is not about me, it's about them. I think because the information that I'm giving is helping them in their life, so that's why they wanted to subscribe and learn from me. I started to change my niche to invested lifestyle back in 2020, right? Like what I told you. But then I moved back to fitness and it was doing well. But my passion really is sharing investing information. So I moved back in November to invested lifestyle. So when I was doing fitness, my subscribers are maybe 5 subscribers a month. So it went up to 300. But when I was doing invested lifestyle, the subscriber count was going up like maybe 30 per month. So that's why I keep on, that's why it started growing really fast for me at that time. I was so happy, and I'm getting more engagement because they're learning finance from me. So when I changed to invested lifestyle, I wanted to focus on investing videos. But then when I looked at my Facebook feed, I saw a lot of people getting into multi-level marketing. And as a financial analyst, I know it's not gonna work. So I saw a lot of people getting bankrupt, getting hurt, and I wanted to do something. So that's why I started looking at the financials of the promotional materials of MLM companies. And I wanted to explain it in a way where it's simple enough that anybody can look at it and see what the risks are. So I'm not really telling them not to invest. I'm just saying these are the risks. As an investor, I'm not gonna invest in that. So when I posted one of those videos, my subscriber jumped 100. And then when I kept on uploading those financial anti-MLM videos, it just skyrocketed to 1,700 in a month. And then a big YouTuber saw my video and he thought that we are fighting the same battle, and he said that we have the same thinking. So he shouted me out in his community tab, and then all hell broke loose. I gained in 1 week 10,000 subscribers, which is just astounding to me. It still hasn't sunk into me that I am a YouTube influencer. It's like cognitive dissonance because it happens so fast. When something happens so fast, like your brain can't really grasp it yet. But now I want to use my platform in order to make positive change in the world, especially in the Philippines. I want to be their voice because freedom of speech in the Philippines is not as good as a freedom of speech in the US. And since I'm a US citizen, I can say things that others are scared to say. So that's why I want to use my privilege in order to help people that doesn't have that kind of privilege. Most of my subscribers are Filipinos, but they don't live in the Philippines. Most of them live abroad because they're overseas Filipino workers, and they also some of them live in the US and Canada, so they're international, but they're mostly Filipinos. And multi-level marketing in the US, there are studies that say that 99% of people lose money in multi-level marketing. I think it's also true in the Philippines. But the problem for me is, here in the United States, if you lose money in an MLM, we have safety nets. We can apply for welfare, we can apply for bankruptcy, we can apply for help from the government. But the people in the Philippines, however, when they get victimized in an MLM, usually they sell their land, they get into debt from loan sharks, and then it destroys their lives. They don't have a safety net. So basically, they don't know what to do. That's why I think it's important to also focus on the Philippines because they're the ones who need help. And one more thing, over here in the US, there are a lot, like thousands maybe, of anti-MLM YouTubers. In the Philippines, there's only one, and I'm the second one. So they really need someone to explain it to them, because MLMs usually, they sell you the dream. I mean, it's possible to get rich, but they don't tell you about the chances. 1% chance instead of 99% losing. So I just want to reiterate that all the time. You can be rich. Like, there's a 1% chance that you can be rich, but there is also a 99% chance that you will lose money. If they know that and they still want to join, then that's okay. But I just wanted them to know that. So I think my subscribers think that I'm doing the right thing and I'm brave for speaking up truth to power. That's 100% sure. Now, when you say subscribers, I think you mean viewers, because my haters, I have a number. They don't subscribe, of course. They just go to my channel just to hang out and comment. My haters, I think they think I'm meddling in something that I shouldn't have been meddling with, and that I'm uneducated. I don't know anything about their business. I'm negative and I don't support businesses. I think that's what they think of me. But my subscribers, I think they understand where I'm coming from, that I just want people to get informed. I just don't want anyone to be victimized. Some of them think of me as a big sister. Some of them thinks that I'm a hero, which I actually don't want. I don't want people to put me on a pedestal, because I did a lot of mistakes in my life, and I know that I'm still gonna make mistakes. So I don't want this to be about me. I want this to be about the cause, my advocacy. So even though I get canceled, this is the cancel culture, right? I might get canceled one day. I don't want anti-MLM to go down with me. As a YouTube influencer that I still can't believe, I want to use my platform to better the lives of people. So I want to expand my subscribers. I want to reach out to more people. And then in the future, I plan to open up a nonprofit that doesn't charge people for financial education. In the Philippines, there's a lot of places that doesn't have internet as well. So I want to be able to reach those people that can't be reached by free education, free financial education. I also want to create a media company that makes documentaries together with my husband. We can make documentaries so that people are aware of scams. Like, I want our company, to be the go-to of people if they want to know if these companies are scamming them or not. And I want it to be self-funded and free from outside influence of sponsors or corporations, because I want us to be transparent, and I want us to have a backbone, basically. From where I am right now, at 12,000 subscribers, I want my channel to grow because I want to spread more awareness. I don't really have an exact number that I want. I just want to help more people. That's what I want. But if I can get 100,000 subscribers and I can help 100,000 more lives, then that will be a success for me. So I really do have a passion in investing, because I feel like if more people invest, not just here in the US but also in the Philippines, that it's gonna greatly impact the economy. It's gonna be good for the economy because we're investing in companies that can grow and can grow our economy, basically. And I'm also very passionate about my YouTube channel, because I know that's the tool that can help me reach more people. So the passion that I have is that after work, I think about it all the time. I put all my free time in it, and I don't really look at subscribers now. I don't look at analytics that much. I know you have to, but I am focusing on content. I want my content to be always better than my last upload. So I'm always against myself. I just want to say for everyone who wants to create a YouTube channel and wants to impact the world using YouTube, that it's not gonna be an easy path, and it involves hard work, passion, and most importantly, luck. But what's happening to me now, being able to help the people that I'm helping right now, being able to, I feel like I'm contributing to the world in a positive way, is well worth it. So you just have to continue, and if you really want your channel to impact people, just don't quit.